All right, welcome back into another GodfatherLocks.com audio report for this Friday, August 14th. And as we look back and look forward at what's going on the website, it is a very, very strong time, whether you're talking baseball, NFL, and college football with less than 3 weeks away. And we will get to college football in a second with the special deal we have going on. But as for the MLB and where we stand right now, the hot streak has continued since I last talked to you guys, mixing in 5 of the last 7 days have shown a profit, and I'll tell you what, it has been beast mode for the last 45 days to be exact, as a $100 bettor has gained over $24,000 following our system, and it's pretty ridiculous where we are right now as far as runs. Now, if you're looking at records, to go over a few real quick, 82-51, 74-46, 32-22, and 11-8 runs in the MLB. But the 10-star picks is really where we're hitting, and we're hitting at a high clip. And I'll tell you what, it's funny how you win 14 out of 15 10 stars, and the second you lose one, you get hate for it, but that's part of the business. That's part of what I do, and I've accepted it and welcome it, as well as now I'm looking forward to the weekend, and we're building off of what we've done. I mean, the 10-star plays, 64-40 is pretty good, but let's look at the microscope of it. 24-9 in my last 33 10 stars, 15-4 in my last 19, and 6-3 in the last 9, including yesterday's Toronto Blue Jays. The Cardinals came back, dropped 7 runs to the Pirates in the first inning, could not come back, tried to chip away, and fell short 7-5. But 24-9, 15-4, 6-3 runs in those mega 10-star plays. And now I got a tweet saying, how can I bet $1,000 on a baseball game? That's why I always tell you guys, if you can't follow the system, doesn't mean you can't take the plays and bet it to your bankroll. It's not that hard to break it in half or break it by a quarter. Okay, because you can't bet $1,000 a game doesn't mean you have to make a large chunk of money. Because if you only bet half, if you only bet $500 a game, that is still in the last 45 days over 12 grand. Okay, so you can still do it. Don't rip me for betting more. If you can't handle it, don't gamble. This isn't a website for $10 bettors. I don't sit here and tell you guys to bet $20 on a football game. If you want to, just realize that the numbers I tweet about or the money that we're actually making, those refer to my longtime customers. Don't refer to guys that are just trying to bet $10 a game. You can't hit rich unless you invest some money. So, looking back at the days as a whole, in the last 6 days, a $100 bettor has made $3,500. In the last 10 days, $8,500. In the last 21, $19,000 based on our system. Every per unit is $100. That's how we do this. That's how I've been doing it. Nothing has changed. So, you're looking at the big picture. You tell yourself, do I invest a $40 3-day plan? Because that's what I got going today. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Not only MLB, because NFL preseason has started. We split last night, taking the Chargers, who won 17-7, and then we took Miami, who fell short at Chicago. But this is where we could make money. It's basically when 2 things or 3 things are going on at once, we start to invest everywhere. We look at the best holes in baseball. We look at the preseason lines, because you can bet preseason. For all you people who think you can't make money betting on preseason, you don't know gambling, because there's a line. There's a way to make the line. We look into it. We figure out the backups. We look at all that stuff. That's what I'm currently doing right now for tonight's full slate of games. So we will cover you on the NFL. It's not like the regular season. I get that. But as long as we're still cashing in, that's the main goal, is to make money no matter where we put it and where we invest it. So as far as baseball goes, we continue the hot streak. It has been a tear. As far as MLB is concerned, we are just hitting on all cylinders. And I'll tell you what, this is the time that I've been telling you guys for weeks now, but more or less the last month since the All-Star break. It's really now to make money, and it's going to continue this way even when football starts. I'm not going to get away from baseball, because this is where we make money. This is our strongest league in what we gamble on. And if you look at the lifetime stats, plus 235 units lifetime in baseball. So if you think you can't bet baseball, you have another thing coming for you. You should really start to look into it. You may not know the players. You may not invest and watch a 9-inning game at night, but it's making money. So you may do things you don't like, but as long as you're making money, and we go to work every day, You don't like to go to work, but you make money. So if you don't like watching a baseball game, it doesn't necessarily mean you can't make money betting it. And that's probably a way to lighten things up. And you should. I mean, it sparks things. You watch it. You don't want to watch it. It's still cashing in. That's all we can ask for. So look into that as baseball continues to hit. Now, the last 10 days, specifically, we have a 33-23 record, 11-4 and 10 stars, and like I mentioned earlier, plus 85 star units for those 10 days. Now, for the last 21 days, you're looking at a longer-term picture. You're talking 3 weeks of action, 71 wins, 45 losses, 20-8 and 10 stars, and a $100 bettor has made $19,000, as I last mentioned. So that's a longer-term picture on what you can do. 18 of the last 24 days have shown a profit. 3 of those days were even. So if you're giving me 3 days out of the last 24, that's 3 weeks and a half that we've shown a loss. I don't know what professional handicapper you're going to find right now that's better than that. We're hitting literally as strong as we can and have been for the last year. This is my biggest run, biggest stretch of cash. So I know a lot of you guys are already cashing in. A lot of my weekly members, my loyal customers, if I'm speaking to you, don't worry, the money's going to continue. But for the new guys, for someone clicking on this and listening and interested, all you have to do this weekend is invest $40. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. $40, and you can get yourself this kind of money. The last 3 days, we've won $500. So if you could only bet $50 a game, $100 a game, $150 a game, you can still make a profit. Don't think that the units are out of this league and you can't bet this much. How am I going to bet 1,000? That's not necessary to cash in. As long as my plays are winning, which they've proven to in the last 45 days, and well, for a lifetime, we're in the plus. It's all documented, godfatherlocks.com, but you can cash in even if it doesn't match up with what we do. It's simple as that. You bet the games as your bankroll asks for. We're not telling you to play with your mortgage. We're not costing people their lives, as some of you haters say on Twitter. So that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm recommending. You guys can look at $40. You invest it. You bet the plays. They're posted every game that starts before 6 p.m. We're locked in by 11:30 a.m. You have plenty of time to get your picks in. And every game that starts after 6 p.m., check back at 5:30 on the website. It's easy. Now, how do you sign up? You just go to godfatherlocks.com. You hit the register tab at the top. You register a name for free. Then you go to handicappers, you click on buy a plan, and there you go. You'll see $100 weekly, which is a great value. I had a ton of people chime in on that yesterday, and they took advantage of that special. We have $40 3-day plan. That'll get you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for 3 days of baseball and NFL preseason, and that'll make it happen. And then also, if you want to take a look at the daily plan, $25 gets you a daily plan. That's all it takes. Boom, 1 day of action. If you want to try us out, we don't win, I'll give you tomorrow free. You can't ask for anything better as far as the loyalty program. Now, back to the NFL for a second. The preseason is underway. We're not going to cover the whole board every day, but there will be 1 to 2 plays a day, and if I see fit, there'll be more. Last night, for instance, I liked the Chargers. We took them. I liked Miami. They fell short. I also circled the Lions. Did not post them, of course. They win 23-3, so it does us no good. But I'll be investing in the NFL preseason tonight as we have a ton of matchups. And to quickly go over the board, you can find yourself weird lines. That's why I tell you guys that you can make money in the preseason. You can see it and see line movement, and it could really help you out when you're breaking down where do you go with your money on preseason, because it's not about matchups. Let's be honest, it's all about the line. Tonight, Atlanta, Tennessee, Carolina, Buffalo, New York, and Cincy, Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, St. Louis, Oakland, and Denver and Seattle is your late night 10 o'clock start. We will find 1 or 2 of those games where we can really cash in on. But if for baseball, it continues. The hot streak, bet it, please. If you're listening, I'm telling you, if you look at the track record, go to godfatherlocks.com, look at the main bar right there across the middle of your screen. You will see how much we're hitting in baseball. This is where we can make money. I've proven it for a lifetime. I've proven it this year. We're having another kick-ass year as we've proven it every day. We're looking at pitch-up matchups. We're looking at the lines. I can't stress it enough. If you don't like baseball, you don't have to. You can cash in. Some big pitching matchups. Always. I mean, it seems like every day some of these big pitchers are going. Max Scherzer's going tonight. David Price is going tonight. You've got a bunch of good matchups. You've got Dallas Keuchel with Houston going. Toronto's 11 straight. They're a huge favorite against Seattle today. So you have to really look at value. And I'm sorry, not Seattle. The Yankees. I'm sorry, their minus 240 against Nova, and the Blue Jays are just absolutely on fire. But we won't put out lines bigger than 200. We always like to look 180. 180 is my max, and it's a rare moment. The Blue Jays was such an easy pick yesterday. That line ended up coming down to 150. We took it at 170 something, 175, 177. You cashed in on that. So there's a lot of good matchups. I also like the Weaver-Duffy matchup in Kansas City between the Angels and Royals. So $40 3-day plan. Get it today, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, for college football, we're 20 days away from college football. If you go to our Twitter, at Godfather Locks, you can see that we're tagging a contest page. All you have to do is tweet that back at us. Tweet the code every day, and you can get yourself a free September of plays, which includes NFL, college football, and baseball. That's a free month. Check us out, godfatherlocks.com. We're making money. It's proven. In the last 45 days, we made over 24 grand. Unbelievable. We'll check you out. Email me, godfatherlocks@gmail.com. Any issues you have, any questions, any concerns, and if you want to send over a rip and be a man, tweet it at me, godfatherlocks@gmail.com. Thanks.